This has been a bucket list set for me since getting into Lego, and I'm not alone in that, but it's retiring soon, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing it so you can get a good idea of, is it actually worth it? I'm very excited to share this with you. First, we're going to get into my rating, my review, my final thoughts, and you'll be on your way to the next video. Let's do it. I do my ratings on a number of metrics to help you figure out if this set is right for you. Skill, 7 out of 10. I would say this one isn't super beginner friendly. For one, it's kind of a long build for a beginner. I usually say anything over 1,000, be a little wary, and this one's over 3,000. I do think it would be possible if they broke it up into chunks and took it level by level to do, but maybe not 100% what I'd recommend for your first one. Some techniques within here could feel a little tricky for a beginner, but it's not too bad. Alternatively, for my intermediate to advanced builders, you're gonna be fine. This will be fine. Personally, for me, this was my first modular building, and I found the process to be totally easy. I will forewarn you, it can feel a bit long, but not too crazy. Aesthetics, 10 out of 10. I've been getting more critical with my ratings, and I still think this deserves the 10 out of 10. I look at this as grades, and this is like 100%. Nothing could be done to make this better. Even with my more critical stance, there's nothing I would change here. There are some things that could have gone wrong with this that they chose not to do, and I really appreciate that. There are a number of printed bricks within here, and they could have made the stickers, but they didn't, and I appreciate that. The art gallery, in my opinion, very easily could have gone bad, but I think the art that we do build within there and the printed bricks look awesome, and it's a lot of fun. I also feel like this terrace could have gone wrong very easily, but it's adorable and looks great. There are some things with this I love. For one, it does feel super boutique. It's a boutique hotel, and it looks and feels boutique. I love the roof line here. I love the use of the little snake pieces. I think it's awesome. There is a sky window, forgetting the name of this, but there's like a little sky window in here, and I think that's fun. It's a fun detail, especially because we're usually taller than our Lego sets, so it's nice to be able to see in there. I absolutely love the color combination on this, and to me, it's just immaculate. Durability, 8 out of 10. I treat some of these like letter grades, and I would definitely give this a B. If you didn't know, it's like usually A, B, C, D, F. C's get degrees, C's are average, C's are fine. So a D, not a D, a B, I think is a little better than average. I do feel like holding this with one set, I feel pretty solid in it, and there's not a lot of sets that are this big that I do feel this way about, but I do feel like it's pretty good. There is one thing I do want to note. These come off really easy. Now that's by design, so that way you can move around the minifigs and see inside of the buildings. They don't want it to be 100% secure, so definitely definitely like these levels do come apart very easy, and that's just because they are a full 360 building. Like this isn't open in the back, so you can move around the minifigures and kind of mess with it and see inside. So the levels do come off easy, but I do feel like generally handling it and moving it around, it's pretty solid, which is nice because these modular sets are meant to be linked with other sets and kind of left on a shelf. So it's kind of nice that it's so durable that if you wanted to pull them apart and adjust your Lego city, you totally could do that. Value, 9 out of 10. I do this metric solely based off the price per brick. Little side note, I will accidentally call them bricks and pieces interchangeably. Sorry about that. There are two main factors that do affect a set's price per brick, and one of those is licensed IP. There's no licensed IP with this one. The other one is custom pieces. Now for sure we do know that there are custom printed bricks within here, so those are definitely custom. I also believe that this whole green that we've seen here is a custom shade. I don't recall seeing this on many other Lego sets. I could be incorrect on this, but it definitely is a rare or something I feel like that they manufactured for this. I could be wrong, so that could be affecting the price per brick a little. Normally sets price per brick will range anywhere from 6 to 12 cents. This one costs $229.99 and has 3,066 pieces, giving it a 7-cent price per brick. I don't feel like I said that right, but I am really happy with that price per brick. It is fantastic. To be honest though, it is a little expected because there's no licensed IP, but I'm very happy with it. Time, 10 out of 10. I only do this metric based off of the average amount of bricks it's placing per hour relative to my normal average across many sets. My normal average, excluding Technics, because those are a whole nother beast, is about 350 to 425 bricks per hour. This one has 3,066 bricks and took me 6 hours and 35 minutes, meaning I averaged 465 bricks per hour, which is way beyond my normal average. I'm very happy with that. I'm also surprised too because these little snakes bit, I'm gonna admit I got a little stuck on that because my nails are so long, so I expected that to affect it a lot more than it did. Joy, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna forewarn you, this is like the most biased rating within my whole thing. I used all my aesthetics rating. This has been a bucket list set for me for a while, and it lived up to that expectation. I've always wanted this to be the start of my Lego city. I did get the French cafe and I discovered it wasn't modular after building. So unfortunately, right now, without doing a mod or following a MOC on rebrickable, it won't be the start of my Lego city. But I've always wanted this to be the start of my Lego city, and I definitely would count it because it's my first modular. I also really appreciated with the way this build was organized, where we did a little bit of structure and a little bit of decorative work. It was structured but wasn't repetitive, and that made it a blast. Overall, S tier. I literally have not put anything in S tier in forever, but to me, this is a perfect set, and I think most people should have it in their collections. Let me explain why. This build is 14 bags, but technically there's more because of multiple bags labeled the same number. I'd say there's definitely 3 sections, one for each floor, but this one only comes with one booklet, but that booklet is thick. Since it's not just a boutique hotel, but also an art gallery and the terrace, it still fits with this model. The art gallery is ground level, just like the first floor of the hotel. It's left without its roof and the terrace on top of it at the end of the first section. In the second section, we build the first set of rooms, then we build the terrace and attach that. We also get quite a few minifigures in this build. In total, we get 7, and in order they are the receptionist, the bellhop, a brunette lady with her hair in a bun, a backpacker, an accountant, a globetrotter, and a coffee cart guy. They all have cute little biographies except for the brunette lady, which is why I gave her the name. She's actually the only one that wasn't given an identity or backstory in this whole thing. I do think it's really fun with these modular sets that they give the minifigs their own little identities. I did a reaction video a while back to someone talking about how Lego has changed and people just want branded sets, which definitely is somewhat true. I think they want sets that have some sort of a hook to them. This is a great example. It's stunning and belongs in a city. I do tend to gravitate towards licensed IP sets, but not totally. If you ask me what my favorite theme is, it's probably the botanicals. I have all of them except one. I also adore Lego ideas, albeit sometimes those are branded sets. Another favorite of mine is art, which is rarely branded. I sometimes do the architecture, Harry Potter, and Disney sets, but after doing this one, I understand why the modular sets have such a strong pull, because inherently it's just a hotel. But I like the world building Lego is doing around these, like giving us minifigures that go with the sets with little backstories, or adding places that should go in a city. Of course, my Lego city needs a hotel. Where will minifigs go when they come to visit? Of course, there needs to be a cute rooftop terrace bar. What city is complete without it? And of course, it has to be a luxury hotel with an art gallery next to it. Or look at the other modular sets. A jazz club with a little pizza restaurant next door. I don't care how small of a city you live in, every city has a pizza place. Also, you need the jazz club. Where else are our minifigs gonna go on their night off? That's actually my next video. Subscribe to see that one. There's also the Natural History Museum. Of course, our city needs that. It adds a bit of culture and learning to our city as well. I haven't done that one or Tudor Corner. Chill, I just started this. But Tudor Corner has a cute little pub and an apartment on top. Also, when you look back through all of their retired sets, you can see even more of it. You know what I really want? I want an apartment building, like a cute little New York City style one with a fire escape, but also like a lot of apartments, like 4 stories high. Because if I have one minor critique of this set, there's only 3 rooms in the hotel and I really think that's small. With this set, there is a really common mod that people do to add more rooms. It's quite expensive, but it works. You buy a second set and the instructions are so popular, even Lego has posted online how to do it. I've thought about it, especially with this retiring. Like, for sure, this is gonna be a really expensive set to get after it retires. But I think it would be so cool. It for me has definitely been a bit of a debate of, do I get a repeat of what I already have, or do I add a new modular set so I actually have more of a city? Or a giant hotel with an art gallery and a little jazz club next door. Right now, I'm not sure which way I want to go. I really want to do the Tudor Corner or the Botanical Garden and make a little park in my city, but I know those sets will be around for at least another 6 months, and I know this one won't be. I do think it's kind of a bummer that we haven't been getting as practical of sets as some of the retired ones. As somebody who just started their Lego city, literally with this set, I do feel a bit bummed that I missed the bank, police station, bookshop, and of course the Parisian restaurant. And now they're so outrageously expensive, I do feel like if I wanted to do the double, I'd have to make that decision quick. Right now, as of filming, it's currently back ordered and that keeps happening. I did find it really fun with the set, all the creative ways they use Lego pieces to be able to make furniture in ways I would have never thought of. I think if you gave me some time and a lot of bricks, I could figure out the skeleton of a building. but all that detail work to me is so far beyond anything I'm capable of. The bathroom in the presidential suite is incredible. Albeit, funny detail, there's not a bathroom in the other 2 rooms. I don't know if I need to start ordering pieces off of the Bricks and Pieces hub or start visiting my local pick-a-brick wall or what, but I feel so uncreative when I see the LEGO design team and what they're capable of. Like, sometimes the ways that they think to use pieces is something so far beyond anything I would have ever thought of. I also feel like with having sets like these, for right now, I'm kind of tied to whatever LEGO releases because I'm not at the point of doing a MOC. I do have an idea for an art MOC, but I'm going to need to invest in a bunch of bricks and also a storage solution for that. I've built a good amount of LEGO art and I understand how to secure the frame and stuff because I'm really familiar with those build techniques. As far as buildings or anything involving furniture, I don't feel like I've done a ton of it, or at least not recently with trying to understand the build techniques, if that makes sense. From the last few art builds I've done, I definitely was trying to understand them because I had an idea I wanted to execute. I do hope at one point I can create a MOC modular building, but for right now, it's a bit out of my reach. Luckily for me, there's a lot of really cool MOCs on rebrickable, and I have a few that I'm really interested in doing. So if you see any you'd like me to review, definitely let me know. I have like a few links down below of ones I wanted to do, and honestly, the top one I really want to get and do, and then put it next to the Natural History Museum, because a library and wine bar next to the Natural History Museum makes sense to me. Oh, by the way, I am working on creating a Christmas Winter Village, Christmas City, Winter Village thing. I don't know. I've been calling it a multitude of things between a few different videos, but I am working on that. I'll be doing it with pre-existing sets, but all of the like landscape and stuff like that is going to be all kind of done on my own, which I'm very excited about. It's probably going to be a long process, but I'm very excited to share that with you. So subscribe to see that because that definitely will be a video coming out later in this year. But as far as this guy, I definitely would recommend getting it if you are building a LEGO city or you feel like you might build a LEGO city at some point in the future. Honestly, if you like the aesthetics and you just think it's a cool set, this could stand alone very easily, and I think it's beautiful just sitting on a shelf by itself. Right now it kind of is because I don't have any other ones except for the Jazz Club, and I have yet to connect them because I got to review that one too. Also, if you like architecture sets or if you just like building the buildings, I think this one's really cool. Or, of course, just get it if you like it. Who cares? This is a great one. I'm going to say this is one that's worth taking that risk and rolling the dice on because it's fantastic. And if you wait, it's going to be really expensive. If you have any other sets you want me to do, let me know down in the comments below. I take your thoughts and opinions into like high consideration, so let me know. Comment down below, are you planning on getting this? What retired sets are you planning on getting? And subscribe because my next video will be me comparing this set to the Jazz Club, and I'm so excited to share that one with you. That one was actually way better than I thought it would be, and I kind of felt like I needed to have the Jazz Club. So if that tells you how excited I am about those two, it's very excited. That is how excited I am about it. But anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for watching the videos, and until next time, I will see you. Bye!